Hello students, myself Jagdish Kumar Yadav. This is for class 12, subject informatics practices, topic data visualization. Students, in the last video I had told you how to create a bar chart with different arguments. Now today I am going to tell the same topic, bar chart only, but today I will tell how to create a bar chart with multiple bars. Means bar chart will be there, but in that for one value multiple bars, 1 or 2, 3 bars can be displayed. So let us have this. First let us see how to create this, creating multiple bar chart. As you can see the topic. Often in real life you may need to plot multiple data ranges on the same bar chart, creating multiple bars. As such, PyPlot does not provide a specific function for this, but we can always create one exploiting the width and color argument of bar function. Means in the bar chart there is no such function of PyPlot which can create multiple bars, but with the color and width argument we can put our logic to create multiple bars. As you can see, for that what we have to do, as per our own logic, there is no special function. As you know, just now I told, no special function for creating the multiple bars in the bar chart. Function is bar function only, but in that we have to put our own logic for creating multiple bars. Here you can see, first I show you the figure of multiple bars. As you can see here, bar chart is there, but two bars are displayed for one value. So how can we display these 2 or 3 bars for one value? This can be done with our own logic as here given. First what we have to do, decide the number of x points. Means for x, as you know, on x axis the values are plotted. So for x axis, how many ranges you want to display, as here given. So decide the number of x points. Firstly you need to determine how many x points you will need. Like here we have 2 points, one bar range, another bar range, so 2. That's what here given, that decide this how many x points you will need. For this, calculate the number of entries in the ranges being plotted. Means how many number of entries you are going to plot. Like we are going to plot the values of a and b with x. Say you are plotting the two sequence a and b, so length of sequence a or b being plotted will determine the number of x points in our case. Like if you are taking x comma a first time and then you are taking x comma b second time, it means now x point will be 2 x points you are going to plot. So as well that only here given, that you can create a sequence with this length of a or b using range function or numpy dot range. Do not note that both the sequences a and b must have similar shape. That is, there must be same length, number of elements. Like if 4 values are there in a, then 4 values must be there in b also. So that way we define the x points. Then decide the thickness of each bar and accordingly adjust the x points on x axis. Right now you might not be getting it, but as soon as I give you practical, I will show you here practical, then you will understand very clearly. So let me first explain this, afterwards I show you the practical. So first point, decide the number of x points. Second, decide the thickness of each bar. As you can see here, in this each bar how much thickness is this. So you can take 0.25 or 0.35 for each bar. Why? Because once you have taken suppose 0.25 for this first bar, so for the second bar what you will do, you will take the width, that is 0.25 plus the width of this one, that is 0.25 plus 0.25. that means this one has the width of 0.50. It means for this bar you have to add the width of first bar, then only this second bar can be displayed. Otherwise what happens, the second bar will be overwritten on the over displayed on the first bar. That's why we add the width of first bar in the second bar to be displayed. That's what here given. Decide the thickness of each bar and accordingly adjust x points on x-axis. So if you want to plot 2 bars per x point, then carefully think of the thickness of each bar. Say you want the thickness of each bar as 3.3. Then for first range keep it as x, and for the second data range make the x point as x plus 0.3. That means the x value will be there plus the width of the first bar will be added. Just now I told. Then third point, give different color to different data range so that you can identify, because multiple bars you are going to display. So for different data range, different colors you can give, like blue, red or orange or green, whatever, using the color argument. The width argument remains the same for all range. You have to keep the width argument same, like 0.25 if you have used for first range, then for second and third range also you have to use 0.25. Plot using bar function, as you were plotting previously, same thing you will here do. Now following example, you can see, like we have the values a equal to 2468 and b equal to 2.8, 3.5, 6.5, 7.7. Any value we can take, but remember the length should be same. Now deciding the x point and thickness, how will you decide? Say we want the thickness of each bar as 0.35. Then for the first range x, the point will be x only. Means in that the x point will be there, the width argument will be 0.35. But for the second range, what will happen? The x will shift by the thickness of the first bar. That is, the thickness of first bar will be added in x. X plus 0.35 will be here. For the second range, remember this. For first range, x point will be x only. But for the second range, the x point will become x plus 0.35. And here given, if there were 3 bars, then what will happen? For the first range, x point will be x only. For the second range, it will be x plus 0.35. And for the third range, it will become 0.70. Why? Because for first range, it will display the first bar. But for second range, it will add the width of first bar. And for third range, it will add the width of first bar plus second bar also. That's why it will do like this. Second, deciding colors. That I have told that we have to put different colors for different range. The width argument will take value as same 0.35 and plot using multiple bar functions. Now let us have an example, live example by practical. Let us open Python. Let us import NumPy as np. Then import matplotlib. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Now let us take the value. Suppose a equal to, let us take, or a comma b, let us take together, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then second list, let us take 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, press enter. Now let us take x equal to np dot a range. We create a range of value. What is the length of this? A and b, 4 values are there, so let us take the range of 4. Means this will create x-axis as the 4 points, 0, 1, 2, 3. Within that it will plot the values of a and b. Okay, now let us create. So plt dot bar function, use the bar function. In this we have to write first x only. For first range we write x only, x point only, comma a. Let us plot the value of a with x point only, comma width. Let us give width equal to 0.35. This width will be same for the second range also. Let us give color, color equal to suppose red. Close the parenthesis and press enter. Now second time plot the second value also, plt dot bar function. In this what we have to do, just now I have told that we have to add the width of first range, that is 0.35. so x plus 0.35. okay, I will show you why we are doing this. X plus 0.35, then comma, then width will be same, width equal to 0.35, comma color. Let us give color equal to what color we want, suppose blue. Close the parenthesis and press enter. Missing height. Here a bar function missing one required positional argument, height. Okay, height is not required last time. Let me copy and paste again. Yeah, sorry, comma b we have not written. Yes, x comma a here plotted. Now here x point will be x plus the width of first range, that is 0.35, and b, the value of b. So this will determine the height. Now press enter. Yeah, now it is plotted. Now show the chart, plt dot show. You can see here. So what is happening? As you can see, we have given in A 2468, in B 1357. So A and B both are working as y-axis, x is working as x-axis. You can see here in x we have given the range value, that is 4. So 4 range, in the range 0, 1, 2, 3. Less than 4 the values will be plotted. So here 0, from 0 it is starting to 3.5 it has gone. Now what is happening? You can see if we have plotted the first one, that is x comma a, then it has taken this first range x comma a. Okay, then in second one we have plotted x plus 0.35. Why we have given this? If we do not give this x plus 0.35 and b, then what will happen? This blue color will be overwritten, over displayed on the first one. This will not come here. That's why we have added the width of first one to display the second range in the second x. Okay, I think now you have understood. We have added the width of first range in the second range in x value, so that the plotting can be done just after the first range. Okay, now here you can see just after the first range the second range is displayed, and that's what has happened for every bar. I think you have understood. Now let me show you without this overlapping. Okay, without adding this width, then you can understand. Let me show you this. Yeah, let me create a value, suppose a comma b, same value I put but in a different way. Okay, now I am putting 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 for a, and for b I am putting 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8. Okay, now opposite. Then I am taking x equal to np dot range. np dot a range. Now I'll make it clear to you why it is happening. So np dot a range 4. Now if I plot the value of x comma a, so let us write plt dot bar x comma a, then write the width, suppose width equal to 0.35, comma color equal to suppose r, red, close the parenthesis, press enter. Now secondly we plot the value of x comma b, okay, without adding the width. This time I am not adding the width to show you that how it overlaps, how it over display. Then you will understand why we are adding the width. Sorry, plt dot bar x comma b, comma width will be same, width equal to 0.35, comma color equal to suppose b. Okay, press enter. Now let us show the chart. plt dot show, press enter. So you can see, as you can see here, we have displayed two values, first time x comma a and second time x comma b, but what is happening, it is not displaying the second value, second range. Why? Because we have not added the width. For displaying the second range, we have not added the width of first range. So what is happening, both are overlapped, both are overlapped in this case. Overlap, if it is overlapped, that means the first range is not displayed at all. First range is not displayed at all. I hope you have understood. Let me show you another example. Okay, this time I am taking this one, maybe this time a different example. Then same thing I take xp dot arrange 4, just I have changed the value. Okay, I have changed opposite, the previous value I have taken. Now let me copy same thing, plt to display the x and a, then plt to display the x and b. Okay, now let me show the chart. plt dot show, here you can see. Now you can see differently. Why? Because now the range is different, value I have changed, just opposite value I have made. So you can see the chart is not displaying just beside, it has overlapped. The value which is higher, that is displayed just above on that, on top of that first one. So that's why I was adding, that's why the width of first range was added in the second range. Now I do the same thing again. Okay, let me do the same thing again now to display, to make it clear that how we were displaying multiple bars. Here you can see not multiple bars, but it is overlapped, it is over displayed on the first bar. So we do not want to over display or overlap, we want it to display multiple bar. So for that what we can do, we can write plt dot bar, we will take the same value, a value that is 2468 and b value 1357 and range np dot range that is 4. Same value will be plotted but by adding the width. So what we do, x comma a comma, let us give the width equal to 0.35, comma color, let us give the color equal to this time b for first value. Okay, then again plot the value for x comma b, but add the width of this one to display multiple bars. So what we do, x plus 0.35, add the width 0.35 comma b comma width, same width will be there 0.35 comma color equal to this time red, close the parenthesis. Now show the chart, plt dot show. Now you will see multiple bars. Why? Because we have added the width. This only we were doing. Here you can see. So this way not only 2 ranges, but we can display 3 ranges, 4 ranges also. I hope you have understood now. As you can see here. Yeah, now next chart, that is horizontal bar chart. So it is just like bar chart only. The difference is the bars are displayed horizontally. In the bar chart, what we had told just now, that was vertical, but in horizontal bar chart it will be displayed horizontally. Everything will be same. Like same thing we can display horizontally, and only the function we have to change, that is plt dot bar h. In place of bar function we have to write bar h function. Let me do one practical here. Okay, I show you practically. So how to display the horizontal bar chart. So for that we have to plot the value with bar h function. Here we have used bar function, but now we have to use bar h function. So let us do bar h function. Yeah, in that only one thing you have to be careful, that the x will become the value of a and a will become the value of x. Just opposite we have to do. So let us write here plt dot bar h. Okay, in place of bar function, bar h function will be written for creating horizontal bar chart. Bar h, rest same thing, a comma x. Okay, just opposite we have written a comma x, and rest everything same. So let me copy only, why to type, copy this and paste here. Here only we have to write bar h function. Here we change a, here we write x, rest everything same, width 0.35, color b. Okay, press enter. What is this? Bar h got multiple values for argument. Okay, let us remove the width. Then let us see. Yeah, now show the chart, plt dot show. Now you can see horizontal chart. It is just like bar chart only, but it will be horizontal. Sorry, here we have not written the bar h. Once again, I am very sorry. Here we have to write bar h. Yeah, now plt dot show. Yeah, now you can see the bar chart, but in horizontal way. So this is the way how we use the bar h function to display the horizontal bar. So that's it for today. Thank you.